Hi, welcome to the lesson on solving linear inequalities with fractions. So here we have the inequality statement, negative 3/4 x minus 1/4 is less than or equal to 3/4. And our goal is to isolate x. So let's go ahead and do that by adding 1/4 to both sides of the inequality. Okay, so notice minus 1/4 plus 1/4 cancels out. So we are left with negative 3/4 x is less than or equal to adding the fractions 3/4 plus 1/4 together gives you 4 out of 4, which is equal to 1. And let's go ahead and isolate this x by multiplying by the reciprocal of negative 3/4, which is negative 4/3. So times negative 4/3 on both sides of the inequality. Okay, so as you can see, we can go ahead and cancel out negative 4/3 times negative 3/4 because it's just 1. So we're left with x. And remember, since we multiply by a negative, we have to reverse the inequality symbol to greater than or equal to. And 1 times negative 4/3 is negative 4/3. Or as a mixed number, negative 1 1/3. Okay, so let's go over a couple more problems. So let's say that you're given something like 6 is, let's see, greater than negative 8x divided by 4 minus 6. So our goal is, of course, to isolate x. So let's go ahead and do that by adding 6 to both sides. Okay, so minus 6 plus 6 cancels. 6 plus 6 is 12, is greater than negative, and let's go ahead and place the coefficient in front of the variable x, all right? So negative 8/4 times x. Okay, so here we can go ahead and isolate x by adding, not adding, but by multiplying by the reciprocal of negative 8/4, which is negative 4/8. So let's just go ahead and move this x out of the way and replace it. Okay, so let's go ahead and multiply by negative 4/8. Let's put this x back here where it was. All right, and we're going to multiply by negative 4/8 on this side as well. So negative 4/8 times 12. Okay, so now as you can see, we can simplify this fraction, negative 4/8, right? So let's go ahead and do that first. 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 8 twice. We can still simplify it even further, right? Because we have this 2 and 12, right? So we have 2, which goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 12 6 times. Okay, so don't forget we have this negative number out here. We've multiplied by a negative number, or we have this negative sign out here, but we've multiplied by a negative number. So we're going to reverse the inequality symbol. So this is negative 6 is less than, and negative 8/4 times negative 4/8 cancels out, x. Okay, so let's go ahead and rewrite it to where our variable is on the left side of the inequality. So this will be x is greater than negative 6. And notice I made sure that I kept the mouth open towards the x. Okay, so that's correct. So our solution here is x is greater than negative 6. So let's go over one more. So what if you're given, let's say, negative 2 is greater than or equal to 3 minus 4/3 x. Okay, so what we're going to do is subtract 3 from both sides, right? Because our ultimate goal is to isolate x. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have positive 3, so we're going to subtract 3. Okay, so notice the 3's cancel, positive 3 minus 3, because it's just 0. And negative 2 plus negative 3 is negative 5, is greater than or equal to negative 4/3 x. So we still need to isolate this x. So we're going to do that by multiplying by the reciprocal of negative 4/3. So we're going to do that on both sides. So let me just move the x out of the way so we can do that. So times negative 3/4 times negative 3/4. Okay, so let's replace the x back here. Okay, so now as you can see, we can cancel out negative 4/3 times negative 3/4, right? So we've isolated the x, and let's go ahead and work out this side of the inequality of negative 3/4 times negative 5, which negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15 over 4 is greater than or equal to x. Okay, so now we can go ahead and switch the variable to where it's on the left side. And look, I caught my own mistake. Remember, we multiplied by a negative number, so we need to switch the direction of the inequality symbol. So it's always good to check your work when you're working these out, okay? And 15 divided by 4, if you want to write this as a mixed number, is 3 3/4. And let's go ahead and place the x, or the variable x, on the left side of the inequality statement. Let's make sure that the mouth is pointed open towards the x, so that will become greater than or equal to 15 over 4, or like I said before, as a mixed number, 3 3/4. Okay, so that's all we have for this lesson. I hope it was helpful, and I look forward to working with you in the next lesson. Thanks.